Hello everyone, this is my third journal entry about the third unit that was social movement. I think this unit is closely related with the second one that was culture, as culture is our behaviors and the way we act in society. Social movement usually wants to change a part of this culture for several reasons. First, we started the unit with collective behaviors. That was a kind of non-institutionalized type of behavior, and one of them was social movements. I think social movements have different stages, as we also read in the book. I consider the two most important are the first and the last one, as the first one talks about how or the reason why the movement is built or conceived, and the last one because there's a movement when the movement achieve their goals, and it has to someone rearrange how it was thought, the social movement itself. So in order to continue existing, it has to change their goals. And inside the theoretical perspective that we saw, there were some reasons or this theory that consider that social movement are built because inequalities in society. This really makes sense to me because I think many social movements in Chile are born because of several inequalities that happen. For example, the sexual diversity movement was born because there was some inequalities with straight people and gay people, for example, or the education movement also was born because several inequalities with quality and mostly because quality of the education that was delivered to the students. After we saw this, there was one social change that was a change that was as big as to make some rapid some changes in society. And after this, we started civil disobedience. There was some kind connected with counterculture, not really connected, but we could do like the comparison. I mean, with countercultures in the unit of culture and civil disobedience here in this unit of social movements. It is quite related, as it goes against what it is established in society. After we saw this, we studied a little bit of the black movement in United States with the accident of Rosa Parks and the Montgomery bus boycott. After that, we studied participatory democracy. That I think it was really important, and it was like at the bottom of the unit because it is important, because I think it really happens nowadays that people go and vote, and after they have voted, they think it's all their work is done, while it is not. Obviously, you have to continue participating, to give ideas, to participating in the way that politics are done, obviously, and that was the paper calls for. And moving on, after with this content, we learned vocabulary that was like related with sociology, I believe, as the topic was kind of related with it. It was like really specific, I believe. But anyway, we also learned some phrasal verbs, and the activity that most caught my attention was this one where we had the keywords and we had to fill in the spaces according to what we read from the text. It is a really good way to learn vocabulary and chunk at the same time. As the midterm exam was taken in this period of time, we were given some tips or some strategies to develop these 4 skills that we have to have. The one that I didn't knew about were this one about having a proofreader. That is someone that you give your writing, so that person can tell you where you're making some mistakes, or if it is easily understood what you have wrote. And the other one, obviously, it is talking to people normally in English, to your classmates. In that way, I hope that I could do my best in the final term exam. I think this has been all for this journal. See you next time around, I think.